the Muslim view. We are here in the first annual book fair organized by LIS PTA. I'm Aisha Elliott, your host for today. I have one of the organizers of this event by my side, Rania. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, Aisha.
Rania, can you tell me about this event?
This is a book fair event. It's happening at the London Islamic School. This is the first year that we organize that book fair. We, meaning the Parents Teacher Association, the PTA.
Okay, Rania. How about, the response of parents, the parents of the students? Were they very eager for this annual event?
Yes, we never had such an event. It's happening at some of the schools in London. And because here at our school we always promote reading, so we thought maybe we should do a book fair. We weren't sure of the outcome, but I think the turnover is good.
And are you planning to hold this kind of event every year?
Inshallah, we're hoping so. It wasn't easy to put this together because this is the first time. We put a lot of effort and time into this, and but I think it's turning out to be successful. So inshallah.
Now I'm going to interview a few of the authors who are exhibiting their books in today's event.
Welcome to the first annual book fair presented to you by the LIS PTA. We are very happy to host this for you here today. This would not have been possible with all of the PTA members and their dedicated work, so please acknowledge all of our volunteers that have come together here today. As well as, we want to let you know the book fair is not just here for entertainment purposes. The initiative behind this was to raise proceeds which will go directly back to our LIS school, inshallah. So all the vendors here today that you see, as well as our great guest authors, their proceeds will be coming back to LIS as parts of donation, inshallah.
I have with myself Daud Mornsby. Hello, Daud.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Daud, can you please tell me about your books? How many books have you written and what are they about mostly?
Sure. I've written about 5 books now and about 15 albums of music. And all of the songs and poems that I write are spiritually centered, sort of folk music for children, for adults. Usually focused on my observations of the world and the problems of this world and the wonderful things about this world, and trying to really encourage people through my work to work together as communities to make this world a better place.
Daud, as I saw, you're very much interested with kids and you feel very comfortable with them, singing with them. So I will ask that, what's your relationship with kids and your books you write?
Sure. I think when I started writing music many years ago and wanting to brighten the world with my poems and songs, I've always felt it's easier to try to work with children than with adults. Adults are often so set in their ways. We adults, we've messed up this world. We've ruined it so badly for the next generation. And so for me, focusing on working with children, trying to inspire them to be good citizens, trying to inspire them to have hope in the future and to clean up this environment, to clean up, their social interactions with people. It's a lot easier to work on children than it is to try to badger grown-ups to change their ways, I think.
So it means that most of the times when you write your books, your audience and your mind is children.
Not really, actually. Most of the time, my audience is just myself. I try to write from the heart, and I try to write to the things around me that I see that really need work and they need improvement. And somehow those songs come out in a way that I think it resonates with children. It's not so much that the songs are children's songs, but they kind of follow in that tradition of old folk music, which is really simple music for simple people. And in our world, I think we need a bit of simplicity. So it tends to be that the children and teachers, moms, dads, they're the ones that kind of gravitate towards my songs, I think, more than others.
Okay, Daud, as a last question, what's your future plans?
Future plans. Right now, I'm a homeschooling parent. My wife and I have 2 daughters. My father is elderly, so I'm helping take care of him, and I'm still writing, I'm still recording. But my future is just to keep moving forward, just keep doing what I'm doing, and try and just keep trying to make the world a better place, one day at a time. Think globally, but act locally, and inshallah, God willing, hopefully that will bring some goodness to the world.
Inshallah, inshallah. Daud, it was nice talking to you.
Thank you so much, Aisha. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
We are going to take a short break. Stay with me. Welcome back to the Muslim View. We are continuing our interview with the authors. Now we have with ourselves Arish Balila. Arish, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Arish, I just wanted to ask you about your books. You write stories for children, right?
Yes.
Can you give me information about that? How long have you been writing this book?
So I wrote this book 6 years ago with the Ministry of Education and Media in Saudi Arabia. So they have this idea to teach the kids their right. So I entered the competition, and my idea is to teach the kids their right with a very simple way, with a story, so the children will love the story and will grab their all attention for the kids. So I write that 10 story, each one of the story talking about different right for the children, such as the right for love, for having the health care, having education, spending their time with something benefit the kids. And also this work have supported from UNICEF, and also it's converted to a cartoon. So and it's published in 14 channel in Arab world, and so there is more than 10,000 copies already published in Saudi Arabia.
And Arish, I see cartoon, just cartoon movie right beside you. Can you tell me about this cartoon? Do you work on it, or is there any other person working on this cartoon?
So actually the cartoon made by the published agent. So I wrote the stories, and there is 4 artists who work with me, and then we give the published company the idea, and they convert it to a cartoon. And as I told you, it's already published in 14 Arabic channel.
Okay, okay. It was nice talking to you, Arish.
Thank you so much. It's nice to talk to you too. Thank you.
Now I have the Mind Platter author with me, Najwa Zebian. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Najwa, what's your book about?
My book is a compilation of reflections on life and everything that is contained within it, from values, from feelings of belonging or disconnection or hurt or betrayal, or feeling a sense of community or not feeling a sense of community. So it's all based on feelings that all of us go through, and I express it in a way where I explain to the reader that I do understand the feeling that you're going through, and these are the steps that I took to get out of it. So the steps aren't really like a 1, 2, 3 step thing. They're more of a thought process that I go through and I portray through my writing to get you to a positive message at the end, that no matter what you've been through, someone else out there has gone through the same thing and got out of it. Yes.
Najwa, what influenced you to write this kind of a book?
So this book did not start with the intention of being a book. I started as a blogger, so I would post certain reflections that I had, and I started getting such amazing positive feedback from everyone around me saying, you really need to publish this and people need to read it, because it really helps me as a reader to get out of certain thoughts that I have and to kind of express myself through your words. So when I started going into schools as a teacher and reading those reflections to my students and seeing the impact it had on them, I thought, you know what, I do want this book to be out. I'm going to compile everything, and I want it to be published for the love of reading. So that's what influenced me to write the book.
And are you still continuing to write this kind of things in your blog?
Yes, I always write, probably on a daily basis. Sometimes I spend hours writing, and sometimes the product is even less than 1 page, because it takes a lot of mental energy and it takes a lot of changing things and saying them better and trial and error, and then at the end whatever I feel best expresses the way I'm feeling, that's what I go with at the end. And sometimes it's funny. Sometimes I'll be driving and I'll have an idea to come to my mind, and I will stop on the side of the road and write it down, because if I don't write it down, I might forget it. So it's part of who I am. I constantly do it.
As a last question, Najwa, are you planning to write other kind of books also, like stories or some other kind?
I considered for a while writing dual language books for children, so in Arabic and English. So how to teach Arabic through English instead of how to teach Arabic on its own. That's still an idea that I'm entertaining. But my next step is going to be a poetry book, which will include both Arabic and English poems. And I hope that that inspires especially our youth to see the value in having that first language expressed with pride. Yes.
Okay, best of luck for your future, and thanks for giving us your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for interviewing me. Okay.
We will be right back after a short break. Stay with us. Welcome to the Muslim View. We are here in the Oxford Mosque for the first annual book fair organized by LIS PTA. Let's see what's going around. Now I'm sitting right beside Hina Aslam. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Hina, can you please tell me about your books? What do you write and who is your main audience?
Well, I've only written this one book. It's called An Eid for Everyone, and it's geared towards non-Muslim preschoolers, just to spread awareness of what Eid is and what we do, just to show people that our holiday is very similar to any other, other holidays where we visit people, get gifts, and just to spread awareness about our holiday.
How was the response of your non-Muslim audience about this book?
Pretty good. I mean, I sell them on Amazon and on online bookstores, and it's selling quite well. I'm quite happy.
That's good. And what about your future plans? Are you planning to write this kind of books again?
I do want to write something maybe for older children, but right now I'm concentrating on other plans. I'm back at school, so I'm studying right now. Once I'm done that, maybe I will try to write another book for maybe geared towards older children. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Now I have with myself a very young and beautiful writer, Ayman Awan. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Ayman, tell me about your book, The Unicorn Egg, right? How did you get inspired to write this book?
My favorite show, My Little Pony. It inspired me to write the book because I also like ponies and I'm very good at drawing them and I really like them.
And as I know, the illustration in this book was yours also, right?
Yeah, I drew the pictures.
You drew the pictures.
Yes.
And didn't your parents help you?
No, we had to draw them by yourself.
Hey, so do you want to write books in future also?
Yes.
And do you mainly want to write books about your favorite cartoon show?
I might, but I wanna write different books about fairy tale creatures because I really like fairy tale creatures.
So we should wait for your another book, right?
Okay.
Thank you. Nice talking to you, Ayman.
You're welcome.
And now a co-host with a co-host. I'm with Wajiha this time, but now she is going to give me an interview. Wajiha, I'm holding your painting. Tell me about your painting.
I mean, I made about, say, 20 paintings for today's event here at the LIS, London Islamic School. And all proceeds will go to, helping open a library and as well as to the school. Kids running around everywhere here. These are made out of acrylic specifically, and they're handmade. So they're available as well for purchase today. I think they love them. I think a lot of people are enjoying them.
So how often do you paint, Wajiha?
Well, it's actually a hobby for me. I just do it when I have free time. So inshallah, whenever there's events like this, I love to come out and help.
Looking forward for your new painting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Wajiha. I'm just right beside the cakes and candies, and I have Layla with myself. Laila, why cakes and book fair?
I think it's a perfect combination. Don't you agree?
I do. So, you're one of the sponsors of this show?
Yeah, I'm one of the parents of I'm part of the PTA, and we decided to make treats for everybody here, and everything here is homemade. And all the proceeds, 100% goes back to the school. So why not add a little bit of flair, I guess, to the book fair?
Okay. And how about those who consume? Were they parents or children?
Oh, everybody. Parents and children, and yeah, everybody. Everyone enjoys these.
Okay, thank you, Laila.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I have Rima with myself. Hi Rima.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks. Rima, you're one of the sponsors of this event. So can you tell me about what are you doing in here?
I'm actually a parent at the school, and we are we brought in the scholastics to sell books during school. We've started from last week, selling books for kids from preschool to grade 8, as well as stationery, crafts, and it's all in the cause of helping the school, and all proceeds come back to us.
And how was the response?
Kids are really excited. They love choosing their own books and sending back letters to their parents, seeing what they want. They're really enjoying it.
Okay, thank you, Rina.
Thank you.
We will be right back after a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back to the show, and now let's see the performance of one of the writers.
It's quite an incredible honor to be here. When I started writing poems and songs, especially for Muslim children, almost 25 years ago, or 23 years ago now, the very first place that I ever came away from my home to share some of those hymns and songs was here at the London Mosque. And so it's a great honor to be back here and to be attending this book fair where we are encouraging children to read and be creative and learn. And with that in mind, I'll share a song for you that I wrote so many years ago called Sing Children of the World. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, 23 years ago when I wrote that song, I didn't write it as a children's song. I wrote it as a song for everybody. I grew up in a time when music wasn't just for kids or grown-ups or old people or Muslims.
This was our show for this week. I'm Aisha, your host. See you next week.